This is the EBKAROCY e-bike for adults, and as you can see here, it has a super compact and sleek design. Right from the moment I unboxed it, I could tell this was built for city commutes and folks like me who need something practical that doesn't take up much space. I want to jump straight into my real experience with this electric bike, especially for anyone who's searching for their first e-bike or maybe isn't sure what all the terms actually mean. Looking at the bike, the size is definitely on the smaller side. The 14-inch tires caught my eye when I first saw the specs, so if you're not used to compact bikes, just keep that in mind. But honestly, for hopping around town, weaving through traffic, or tucking it away in a small apartment or the trunk of your car, this makes life so much easier. The black color on mine gives it a modern vibe, and I've gotten a few compliments just riding around town with it. In my opinion, the folding frame is one of the key features here. I was a bit hesitant at first, because I've seen some folding bikes that feel kind of flimsy. But after folding and unfolding this one just a couple of times, the build felt solid. The bike weighs about 55 pounds, so it's not ultra light, but just light enough for me to manage getting in and out of my car by myself. From my experience, the 400W motor definitely has some pep to it. I'm not a speed demon or anything, but being able to hit up to 22 miles per hour gave me just enough excitement for daily commutes and fun weekend rides. For anyone new to e-bikes, I should mention that 400W just means the kind of power the motor puts out. So it's not the highest on the market, but for an urban ride, it's more than enough. There are 3 speed modes on the LCD display, M1, M2, and M3, which basically let you choose how fast you want to go. Sometimes after work, I just want to relax and cruise at a lower speed. But if I'm running late, I flip it over to the fastest mode, and it gets me there quicker than regular pedaling ever would. Now let's talk about the battery, which to me is a huge selling point. The EBKAROCY uses a 48-volt, 15Ah removable lithium-ion battery. For those not familiar, Ah means amp hours, which basically tells you how long the battery can last per charge. I was able to get over 30 miles on pure electric, no pedaling, which in my daily routine equates to about a week's worth of commutes before needing to plug it in again. What I really appreciate is how easy it is to remove. All you do is press a little lever below the seat to move it out of the way, unplug the cable, unlock the battery, and you can slide it right out. I charge mine indoors most days, just for convenience and peace of mind. Having a removable battery isn't just about charging it. It's also a solid security feature. So if you're worried about theft, you can just take the battery with you when you park somewhere for a while. I know one thing people always ask about is comfort and shock absorption, which honestly was a bit of a concern for me when I started shopping. Cheap e-bikes often don't cushion you at all. But this one actually has multi-shock absorption, meaning there are several different parts of the bike working to smooth out the bumps. There's the mid-mounted shock absorber and hydraulic shock up front, plus double springs on the seat, and even a shock absorber on the seat post. I've taken this across some rough city streets, and my back and hips thanked me every time. The seat is made of a high-density sponge that's soft but resilient, and I didn't get any of that numb feeling even after longer rides. Although I do want to mention, if you're planning marathon rides, you might still want to upgrade the seat eventually. But for every day, it's better than I expected. Adjustability is another thing worth shouting out. The seat post is adjustable for someone between 5 feet and 6 feet tall. From my own experiment, I'm close to 6 feet, and I was able to set the seat high enough without a problem. The handlebar height is adjustable too, so you can tweak both to fit your comfort perfectly. There are markings from 1 to 12, which help you remember your favorite spot. That made a real difference for me after my first week of daily rides. I had to experiment a bit before I locked in my sweet spot. Safety features surprised me in a good way. The bike's body is made from high-carbon steel, so it feels sturdy and durable, not cheap or plasticky at all. The front and rear disc brakes performed really well, even in wet conditions. There's a bright taillight with a reflector, and it's actually bright enough to be seen at night. I tested that on a late ride home, and it definitely made me feel a bit more secure. It comes with both front and back fenders, so riding in rainy weather or through puddles isn't a big issue. For anyone like me who's always fumbling around with their phone and gadgets, the included LCD display is simple, and it even has a USB port to charge your phone on the go. I mostly used it for checking my speed and battery, but having a phone charging option is surprisingly handy. There's a phone holder built onto the handlebar, and I found this really practical for navigation. I want to mention pedal assist, especially for anyone just diving into e-bikes. This simply means you still pedal like on a regular bike, but the motor assists you, so you don't have to work nearly as hard. When I've wanted a bit more exercise, I just switch to a lower assist mode, or no assist at all, and actually get a proper workout. But when I'm in a rush or feeling lazy, I let the e-bike do most of the work. It's a good balance for daily use. Talking about assembly, it came about 95% pre-assembled, which was great because I'm not really a gearhead. I only had to do a few quick touches, nothing complicated, and the included toolkit was a nice touch. The manual wasn't perfect, but everything was pretty obvious once I laid it all out. Storage and size are a few more things worth talking about. With everything folded, the bike comes down to about 27 by 17 by 26 inches. That size is pretty amazing for city dwellers. I have a sedan, and it fit perfectly in my car trunk. At home, I tuck it under the staircase and it's totally out of the way. The folding mechanism is smooth. You loosen a few levers, drop the seat, fold the handlebars, and if you want it really compact, you can fold it in half and flip in the pedals. I thought folding bikes would feel rickety after a few months, but so far, everything feels tight. If you're curious about who this is for, I'd recommend this for college students, city commuters, anyone working in an office with maybe a small apartment, or even people who just want something simple to take out on weekends. I actually had some doubts about the small size, worried it might be cramped, but honestly, after a few days, it just felt right. The main downsides. Well, the 55-pound weight might be a little heavy for some folks to carry up a long flight of stairs daily, but you only tend to notice this if you're lifting all the time. The seat is super comfy at first, but if you're spending hours and hours on the bike, you might want to look into a more cushioned option. I did see some reviews online saying occasional tire pressure issues pop up, but I haven't experienced that myself. In conclusion, I think the EBKAROCY e-bike for adults does exactly what it's designed to do. It's perfect for anyone who wants a durable, reliable, and comfortable way to get around the city without the headaches of parking or public transit. From my experience, the battery life, comfort, and portability make it a smart choice. If you're looking to start with e-bikes and need something compact and easy to use, I don't think you can go wrong with this one. That's my quick review of the EBKAROCY e-bike. If you found this helpful or have any questions, drop a comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more honest reviews like this in the future. Thank you for watching.